Hi, welcome to Insurance Reboot, the series that looks at the influence of AI on insurance and the influence of insurance on the deployment of AI. The topic today is security liabilities, which is a very general term. It's a kind of vague term. The main three types of policies are data breach, privacy violation, and cybersecurity. And those goes from most specific to most general. Why do AI contribute to those liabilities? And there's four main reasons I'd offer to you. One is that AI, and especially machine learning, uses vast amount of data that may be very hard to vet. So inside this data set, you may have data that's actually leaked. It may also be stolen, but it may not be obvious to the people who do the testing that that is the case. I'm thinking especially at software that takes snapshot of the whole internet. There's a lot of things there that's not kosher. AI creates new phishing opportunities. Think about an AI chatbot that's actually fake and entices you to reveal information that you should not reveal. Or that pushes you to buy things that you don't want. But that's being debated in court right now. AI systems fill in missing information quietly. That's called imputing. And the thing is that the imputation is based on the average. And so if you're part of some minority, that imputed value may not be relevant for you. And that may cause liability. Increasingly complex interfaces, because it's already complex to connect dumb software, but when the software is AI-based, there's so much more flexibility. The interface becomes less clear, more complex, less predictable. And one of the things you may be worried about is so-called emergent behaviors, where two systems together create something totally different. So what does a data breach look like? Well, in practical terms, in day-to-day terms, imagine that you bring your car to the repair shop and it gets stolen in the parking lot of the repair shop. An honest mechanic will have an insurance policy against your car being stolen while it was parked in its custody. Now imagine the car is tangible. So the car is gone, The mechanic has his insurance, and then you get reimbursed for the value of your car. But what about intangible things like private data in general? Security numbers, social security numbers, contract numbers, phone numbers, addresses, all those things. Now imagine that the thief in the parking lot could generate 100 of cars, all with your plates, your registrations, the VIN number, all under your name, and then sell them for a profit. That turns one theft into a passive income. Now, it's not the case for car thieves, but it is the case for data thieves. Now, let's look at privacy. And staying with the garage analogy, imagine that you left the contact details of your boss in your car, and then a few days later you hear that the mechanics called your boss for referrals without your consent. That's a breach of privacy. Why AI makes it worse? You may have, for instance, an AI generated image that shows an uncanny resemblance to some selfies you took during a wild party that you don't want your family to watch. Hopefully not. An AI predictive tool flags you as likely left-leaning, and you receive so many solicitations that the UPS postmaster starts to resent you. That is almost real. You are denied a home equity loan because the bank's AI system flags you as likely to lose your job. Boom. They're not supposed to know about that. And another one that's being litigated right now, social media platform uses face recognition to improve your conversions from a lead to a buyer, or to incite you to buy things that you actually don't need and don't want. So these are privacy liabilities. And for cyber liability now, besides data breach and privacy, we often see ransomware being covered. That's when some punk encrypts your hard drive without telling you and then asks for money to get it back. Denial of service attacks. I have an example. This Without AI is my first job outside university, and I was given the responsibility of sending the newsletter. And I was so happy I had found a software that could actually do what is common now, but you input all the emails and the names, and it was boom, it sends all those emails in one shot. That was brilliant, except that I was sloppy and I left angle brackets in the email addresses. So, John Doe, space, angle bracket, open, doej@gmail.com, close angle bracket. Well, those angle brackets actually had a meaning. What it meant is that keep sending that email. So suddenly the employer had his customers call and say, "What's happening? Why are you harassing us with your emails?" And of course, I was in the middle of it. So it happens naturally, but it actually is more likely to happen when you have AI systems that produce emerging behaviors, or to create a positive feedback loop between those devices, not devices. They are, in my head, they're devices, but programs. Here's another one. A rogue AI systems scans your inbox and sends fraudulent emails under your name. And it might be possible to catch it by spotting a public domain server in the envelope of the message. This emails went from this server to that server to that server to destination. That's kept with the email, and you can look at it, and sometimes you'll see some really weird things in there. But AI makes it more likely because it makes it more mechanical, more industrial. And that threat is compounded because we all are using chatbots to clean up our letters, and if we don't have a second pass to make it more like us, or make sure that actually there's not some goofy things going on, like angle brackets, then we start all to look the same. And so that makes it very easy to send an email in your name. So that's that. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you want to hear more about data breach liability, personal liability, privacy liability, or cybersecurity liability. I'll be happy to give you more details, maybe some court cases. Let me know. Take care. Bye.